Hey, welcome to my new tutorial. Today's video was inspired by McMurray from Hillsong Worship. It took me forever to find this guy's name because there are so many different drummers for so many different Hillsong bands. I don't know. I'm going to post his video down below so you can watch it. It's really good. It's fun to watch too. Before I start, I want to share a clip of me playing this song on Easter Sunday. I was supposed to play a huge build, but I dropped my stick right before, and it was really funny, but here it is. So I guess what we can learn from this is that, maybe you should not freak out when something bad happens. Maybe somebody, I'm pretty sure not everybody noticed your mistake. So, yeah. And I guess also it kind of just gives us more reason to practice a song that we've probably already learned, but it's just a way to stay sharp. So here's the first part of the song. Try practicing this with only your right hand and only your left hand. I'll tell you why in a bit. Once you've learned this beat, just add more bass drum notes on beat 1 and 3, and you basically got it. Now in the video, I saw Dan crescendoing with his left hand and then playing the same beat with only his right hand. This is why I was saying to practice with just one hand. It's actually pretty challenging. Here's a clip of me trying it out, and it's gonna help, with your independence. The next beat is also 2 measures long. Keep in mind that in my notation, I didn't write in every single note that I'm playing because I needed to make sense. So I'm keeping time with 8th notes on my right hand, which is happening on my floor tom. So that's just for you to kind of know where you're at. We're going to add the accents. Here we're playing the same beat, we're just going to add quarter notes on our bass drum. Alright, so before getting to the chorus, I want you to keep in mind that this beat is 2 measures long, and we're only going to change one thing. We're going to add a fill at the end of the second measure, okay? So here's a slowdown of that fill. Alright, so towards the end of the song, Dan plays this really cool fill when he's going really big. And if you learn it this way, you can kind of change up the placement and it sounds different. So here it is. Once you have the fill down, you can put it into its context, and this is how it should sound. So before I close, I want to share something that I learned from one of my pastors in regards to verse 2 of this song, where it says, "You didn't want heaven without us." Now that makes it sound like we're the priority. So I want to say a few things about that. One, we shouldn't say or sing anything that's questionable or kind of vague to the congregation, because we don't want to confuse what the message is, which the message should be centered all around Jesus, nothing else. That's what we're there for. So people are not the main focus, you know. Our sin kind of shows us our need for God, and that's the most important thing. We need Him. It's not the other way around. So the quickest solution is just to change what verse 2 says, and it's not that bad. I will be posting the link of that discussion that other people are having in regards to that song down below. I think it's very insightful. You should really read it and maybe share it with your worship leader. That would be awesome. But I hope you guys enjoyed and got to learn something. God bless.